Oh, what? Ah. Ah, you have finally arrived. Huh? Grandmother? Haha, Sieg ist schon da. Hey, Sieg? I see. Haha, Sieg was being thoughtful, wasn't he? Yes, you let me know you were coming. Welcome home, Claudia. And Estelle, you're always welcome so long as I remain queen. Your father explained everything not long after you two left to train. You left to train. It pains me to know you carry such a burden. Oh, thank you very much, Your Majesty. So I know what I gotta do, and Chloe's been a huge help. So I'm okay, don't worry. I see. Your soul has gained new stew since we met last, Estelle. Mr. Vatek and Mr. Lenheim, both of you, of course, are also welcome in my house. Let us retire to my chambers. I shall have some tea prepared. Schön, wie sie jetzt alle mittlerweile darauf aufmerksam machen, dass sie alle erstmal kurz überlegen müssen, wenn sie Olivia ansprechen. Wer Coach später weiß warum. Ah, so you're coming about the letters. I wasn't aware they had been sent to the cathedral and the embassies as well. Your fears are not groundless. It is difficult to think of such lengths as a mere childish prank. Yes, Your Highness. That's why we are trying to talk to people affiliated to the case to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Le Bourg? Claudia, what do you think? Me? As a possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me? Oh, very well. I don't believe there is any force in the country which is truly opposed to the pact. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Their frustrations might be the root of these letters. Maybe. Very good. My opinion is more or less the same. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Colonel Richard was not the only man who approved of the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. I can only imagine all who share his mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. Okay, so you think the letters are from believers in military control and expansion? Like the intelligence division guy is still on the run? That would be the short of it, yes. If that is the case, then I would say I bear the responsibility for this as much as they. It was my belief that led them to take such action in the first place, after all. Grandmother, I don't know, I don't think they have the right to be all blah, let's threaten people and be scary because we're sore losers. No, there are few things more precious than the freedom to express oneself, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing to do so out of a love for the Bourg and its people. They have as much right to express that idea as any of us have ours. As listening to all such opinions and choosing how to guide the country, that is the ruler's responsibility. So in that case, I rather doubt they'll actually try to stop the ceremony, yes? Assuming the letter is from the expansionist, yes, that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that someone else may be responsible. If that is the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge. Was war das denn gerade? War das jetzt ein Sound im Spiel? Ich hoffe doch. Oh, rats. Quindisha, if I may broach a question? Of course, Olivier, whatever you wish. Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempt. Most rulers would think this is a time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affairs of others. Olivier, you are talking to a queen, you know. It's alright, Estelle, Olivier has a point. The plans and proposals for a pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The cross-belt issue is causing a great deal of friction again as well, and I hope this can help. Crossbow. That's where I went from, isn't it? Yes, it lies due northeast of here, over the Crown Mountains, and directly between Albania and Calvert. Both the Republic and Empire claim it should be part of their government, and some Crossbarians want some total independence. It's quite a mess. Crossbow is basically a fishbone stuck in two throats at once. All the issues surrounding it just get called the crossbow problem. I see. Boy, no wonder people get worked up about it then. So your aim is to pluck out the bone with this peg then? To continue the analogy, it is not a bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If I can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace across the entire region, and people will remember LeBeur's spurred it on. I have underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of LeBeur was far more of a fool's errand than I'd even imagined. That much, at least, is painfully obvious to me now. What are you going on about? Oh, wait, Crossbow went, duh. Sorry to state the subject, Your Majesty, but Stella asked Queen Alicia about Ren's parents. My goodness, a child abandoned at the royal villa. I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems. I know it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea where they might be, Your Highness? No, I'm very sorry, but I do not. However, if they visited the castle, especially recently, Hilda would know of it. Have you spoken with her? Yeah, we did. Hilda only said they were behaving a little strangely. I see. Where should you wish I can contact Mayor McDowell in the Crossbow government? McDowell wird hier erwähnt, holy. If that would help, ask whenever you need. Oh, thanks. Grandmother, thank you for all your help. We need to move on, unfortunately, but, don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say, I think. You will be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then, once you are no longer busy. Alright. My god, it's such royalty. I would say she's the only person on the continent with that sense of balance. Yeah, it sort of feels weird to say coming from a democracy, but she's the perfect ruler. I kind of envy LeBeur, to be honest. Of course, she's the queen after all. Chloe, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I was just struck again by how incredible a woman grandmother is. I really doubt I can ever live up to her. Oh. Princess. When did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne? Oh, she was 20, if I recall correctly. And may I ask your age? I'm 16, but... my point. I truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne. And you are not even yet as old as she was when she first donned the purple. I see little point in comparing yourself to her as she is now. Would you agree? We martial artists tend to say that only those with the proper capacity can achieve this thing called unity of purpose. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like, say, Walter, only reach the peak through a journey of 1,000 steps. I think Her Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there, Princess. Just take it one step at a time, don't worry. Olivier, Zin. Thank you, really. Good job, you two. Chloe's going to be an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good with pep talk as you get older, huh? Get older? How rude. I'm a fresh, youthful 25. 25? Bist du nicht 35? Ich dachte mal, der wäre schon 30. Oops. 5 years younger than Zin here, even. You don't want to call out someone on being rude, Olivier. Well, anyway, we've spoken to Hilda and Grandmother both. Yep, back to town then, I guess. Yes, let's be off. Wenn Olivia wirklich erst 25 ist, dann macht das einige Sachen, was seine Familie betrifft, ein bisschen immer noch weird, aber definitiv unweirder. Evening already. Time does fly when you're having fun. I should be back by now, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Alright, let's get over to that newspaper. So, dann gehen wir mal darüber. Aha. There he is. Hey Niall, hello. Who in the hell? Well, what do you know, you guys, how you doing? Good day, Niall. Pardon our intrusion. Oh, it's that bald guy and, your highness. Good day to you, yeah. You even have the removable of Calvert with you. Got kind of a gang going here still. A lot of stuff happened since we last met. How'd your coverage of the election in one go? Damn well, that's how I got the article done, thanks in part to you guys. Speaking of, what brings you by today? Got a hot scoop for your old buddy Niall? Well, actually, we're the ones who'd like to know something. We hope for the Burn Youth received a threatening letter. You guys are investigating that thing. I figured the military would have been taking care of that one. We're working on requests from the military, actually. So, do you know anything? Well, I just got back to the capital, so I don't know much. To be honest, I'd like to hear what you guys know, if anything. That's real helpful, Niall. Come now, you're a newsman, a hound for a good story. Surely you must have a clue as to who our villain is? I don't have time for this. That's a bit impolite too. Niall, I know this is a lot to ask, but please, if you know anything at all, share it with us, please. Well, hey, your highness, you don't need to lower your head to me. But quite fine. Okay, so this is off the record, but we ain't the only ones who got a letter, not even close. Letzten Fortress got one, then the Cathedral, the Airship Company, the Hotel Runebaum, and then both embassies, Granze Castle, and the Erbe Royal Villa all got one too. There were 9 letters in total. Something wrong. Niall, we heard that from the military already. What? Damn it, that was my big scoop for the day. Doesn't look like we're going to get much out of this. Yeah, time to move on, I think. Now you just wait 1 second, Missy. You keep talking on like that, and Nyburn, star reporter for the Burn News, is gonna have a name worth a pile of crap. Alright. Let me let you in on my take of this whole mess. Well, okay. You may want to be brief, Mr. Burns. Fine, listen up. Here's the short of it. My gut tells me this is some kind of huge prank. The threats aren't real. We thought of that too. You sound awfully sure though. Mind telling us why you think of convinced? Okay, trick is, I covered terrorist threats like this before, alright? But with this, there's no reality to a threat. Threats only work and have power if they describe or at least imply something nasty that's gonna happen, see? These letters have exactly none of that. Mr. Burns does have a point. Disaster will be visited upon you. Does not offer much in the way of a specific terror. Exactly. I've got a hunch this isn't about stopping the signing ceremony at all. This is more about getting people worked up over the threat and then sitting back and watching the fireworks. I see, that's kind of a good point. There's some sense behind it. I'm still bothered by the fact that so many letters were sent though. That each and every one was sent to a place involved with the ceremony. As for prank, whoever did this seems to know a lot about what's happening. It does seem kinda true on the surface. Think about it though, all that info would be pretty easy to find with a little digging. Hell, I knew about those places weeks ago. Anyway, I'm gonna be working this on the assumption that it's a prank. Maybe you guys should stick to your guns about it being a real threat and we can compare notes later, eh? Yeah, good idea. Thank you, that actually helped a lot. Darn right it did. Just stop by if you want to swap stories. I'll be sitting around here until the pact signed. Okay. Oh, speaking of sitting around here, I don't see Dorothy anywhere. Alright, she's off work in the Boise region. I sent her to snag some photos. What? For a special of some kind? Yeah, related to the Royal Army. Remember that old fort the Sky Bandits were using as a base? Right? The one you guys busted? The army decided those rats had right at the end have claimed and repurposed it as a training facility. They run an airship pilot training out of there now. Okay, neat. So she went off to get coverage of the base then? That's the idea, yeah. I was a little worried about sending her out on her own, but gotta do it sometime. Go see out on her own, huh? It's scary. Oh wait, duh. Speaking of girls out on their own. What's up? Harold Hayworth, a trader on crossbow. Never heard of the guy. Pretty sure he's never been in our classified or our wanted column either. Figures. But hey, this is part of the job, right? If you guys are totally stuck, I'll help you out. If we can put him up in the classified if you want. I even have a few people in crossbow I could poke. Thanks, Niall. You're way more reliable than I thought you'd be. I think I need to upgrade my opinion of you. Of course you do. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Was I not reliable before? Just kidding. Alright, let's get back to the guild house then. Sheldon should be back by now. Hopefully, yes. Thank you again, Niall. It was no big. Come by again anytime. Okay, er hat, auch wenn Estelle sagte, ja, du hast uns richtig geholfen, er hat uns absolut nichts Neues verraten, er hat uns nicht geholfen und hat nur dafür gesorgt, dass die unsere Charaktere wahrscheinlich denken, dass es kein Thread ist, es wird aber sowas von Thread sein. We're back. Welcome back. Welcome. Sorry, I know we're a bit late. Hey, why don't you and Renne? They returned just before you did. I believe they're enjoying the spoils of a hard-fought shopping campaign on the second floor. Sounds like they had fun. Anyway, we've got a lot to report. Yes, please. I see. Sounds like you had a fairly productive day then. I guess we didn't get anything decisive though. So, did you find anything? I meant to find a very large pile of nothing. The hotel, the cathedral, the airship company. No one has the slightest clue as to who would send such letters. The leader of the airship company is just deadly afraid the sender might demand money next. There haven't been any follow-up letters though to anyone. Damn, doesn't really narrow things down much. How likely do you think it is the societies behind all this? I don't think we can safely say that at this point. The primary focus up to now has been experimenting with those bizarre gospel openings they possess, and we know the gospels can create phenomena otherwise unimaginable. Those devices certainly haven't shown an ability to create threatening letters from nowhere, however. Yes, it doesn't really seem like it matches the society's MO. I guess one insight just have me on edge. No, it's perfectly understandable. Regardless, I think we can safely say we've done our part. I'll compile all your testimonies into a report. Could I ask you to deliver it to Colonel Sid at the Erbe Royal Village tomorrow? Sure. We didn't find the sender in the end, so I feel kinda bad, but I guess it's all we can do. Oh, Erbe, right. Sure, did you find anything out about Renne? I did have some results on that end, though not in the way I expected. Let me start with the hotel. The Hayworth, or three of them, definitely stayed there for about 2 weeks. They kept the same room for the entire time in a fairly typical tourist fashion. It was only just this morning that they checked out. Okay. I then visited the cathedral. Seems the Hayworths come to worship a number of times while they were here. However, the father who ministered to them said he felt there was something off about their behavior. That they seemed distracted during prayer specifically. That would match what Miss Hilda said. Yeah. And finally, the airship company. That's where things get very strange. Strange how so? The names are Harold, Sophia, and Renne Hayworth from Crossbow, yes? There are no records of anyone matching those names, nor that nationality, and the records go back 6 months. No way, but that is a mystery. So perhaps they traveled by land? Wait a minute. That can't be right. When we first met her, she was talking about landing in an airship. Yes, at Letzten. He said she saw a lake on the way down. Troubling. Possible they are traveling under assumed names. Assumed names? Why would they? They may have had something to hide, or they have been hiding from someone. Either way, they must have known something was wrong before they set out. I've contacted every guild branch in the country about Renne's parents. For a moment, all we can do is wait for more information to come in. As for Renne herself, I think it would be best if she stayed in the care of the guild for now. Yeah, it feels terrible if she got wrapped up in something. Could you leave her with me, maybe? This mission kind of feels personal now. I was going to suggest that actually, thank you. The guild will pay for everyone's lodging while you're in Gansel, naturally. That includes Renne, so don't worry. Thanks, einen. Oh wait, speaking of staying the night, we might not actually need that tonight, you see? Estelle told Shara about the invitation to stay at the castle. My, that's quite an invitation. It is. Honestly, I'd absolutely love to stay there again, but I'm afraid I need to decline this time. It will be far easier for the guild to reach at least one of us at the hotel. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. We might hear something about Ren's parents. I guess I should stay at the hotel too then. Sorry, Chloe. No, don't worry. But I'd blame the situation to Hilda. I'm sure she won't mind. Jill and I are to stay at our respective embassies. The princess shall retire to her castle, naturally. So it means you two and the girls will be staying for hotel then? Parting on these terms would be dreadfully dull. Since we're all together this evening, shall we enjoy a nice dinner at the bar? Good idea. You know, I'd actually like to hear you play the piano again, Olivier. It's been a while. Ah, sweet maiden, you know just how to pluck my heartstrings. Have you come to appreciate a mature flavor at last, I wonder? I'm going to snap those heartstrings if you keep it up. Snapping or no, we should get going. With a group this large, it could be hard to find seating. Alright, let's call the girls and be off. That evening, Estelle's group and Renne had dinner at the Sunny Bell Inn. Olivier, as if it were second nature, took to the piano after a few drinks. Ultimately, even Müller and Naya were called to come and join, so passed a pleasant evening in Gansel. Okay, let's split up here then. Chloe, be careful on your way home. Haha, it's not that far. I think I'll be fine in the capital. Miss Chloe, you live in Gansel? Yes I do. I'll be staying at my grandmother's house. Well, if you pardon me. Have a good night, Chloe. Good night, Chloe. Wow, that was one heck of a party. Olivier even dragged poor Müller into it. And who was it that dragged poor Mr. Burns into it all, Not that he seemed to mind. Well, I figured, what the heck. When did you have fun? Yeah, I did. The food was good and everyone's talking about neat stuff. The piano music was really pretty too. Yeah, Olivier is really good at it. I was kinda surprised. Well, he's not all hot air when he calls himself a traveling performer, I guess. Sure, you want to duck out already, or chair? Zin and the others are still having a lot of fun. Professional courtesy, Estelle. The state, I'd just drink them under the table. Since we do have work tomorrow, I thought I'd cut out early and spare them the pain. Fair enough. Let's go get our hotel rooms then. Pardon, are you both in the company we're expecting? Forgive me, but we were unable to secure 4-person room for you. Would you be willing to accept a pair of 2-person rooms? Oh, sure. How do you want to split them up, Shara? I'm fine with any arrangement. Set up however you please. I want to be with Mrs. Estelle. You've been busy with work, so we haven't had any time to talk at all. No fair, Renne. I want to be with Estelle too. And you shouldn't have said sooner, Slowpoke. I know, but if all 3 of us stayed in the same room, we could share a bed. No, that's okay, haha. I'll let you borrow Estelle for tonight, Renne. Hehe, thank you, teacher. I think I just got horse traded. You do have a way with the ladies, Estelle. Well, that leaves the 2 of us, Tita. How about I show you a few tarot card games before we settle in for the night? Okay. Oh wow, this room isn't like the one I stayed in with Papa and Mama. There's a big building outside the window. Oh. Mrs. Estelle, what's wrong? Nothing really. More importantly, I'm sorry, Renne. We couldn't find your Papa or Mama today. It's okay. Papa and Mama promised they'd come back and come get me. You don't need to search so hard, but Papa and Mama are very good at hide and seek. Not as good as me, of course, but still good. So I don't think you'll find them very easily. Oh, is that right? Well, I won't try so hard to find them, but only if you're okay with it. Yeah, it's okay. It's for the best. But never mind that now. I have 2 big favors to ask of you. Oh, what's up? I can't tell you unless you promise to do them ahead of time. Yikes, did your papa teach you to drive a bargain like that? Okay, sure. If it's something I can do, I promise I will. Really? Yay. The first thing is, can I call you Estelle from now on? Don't call me... Oh, you mean drop the whole Miss part? Yeah. Tita gets to call you Estelle all the time, so I don't want to have to call you Mrs. Estelle. Haha, that's right. Alright, I don't mind. I never stood that much on formality either, and it's not like I'm your teacher or anything. So you really don't mind? Estelle. Oh, I love it. Haha, glad you like it. Call me Estelle as much as you want, Ren. Okay, Estelle. Hehe, that makes me happy. Oh, that's good. So what was the other thing, Ren? Oh yeah, well, can you tell me why you were so surprised when we came in the room? Ah, you had this really sad, lonely look on your face. I want to know why. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. You see, I've actually stayed in this very room before, with someone else. Stepping in here just reminded me of him. Really? Was your lover? Was this your love nest? Not quite. He's someone I've known for a really long time, and we've gotten really close, but... Well, it's complicated. We're not together right now, though. Ooh. Well, what kind of man is he, huh? What's his name? What does he look like? Yikes, questions. Named Joshua. He has black hair and amber eyes, and he's pretty handsome, I guess. Actually, you'd really call him more beautiful than handsome, really. Beautiful. Let's just say he made a great princess in a certain play. In fact, it looked amazing on him. Wow, that sounds fun. Can I meet him? When are you seeing him again, huh? I don't really know, actually. Oh, you don't know when you'll see him again, and that's why you look sad, right? Sort of, but I'm okay. I'm going to find him and drag him back home, even if it takes years. But why did you seem so sad? Well, because I'm sure Joshua's off somewhere and way over his head, and I can't do anything to help him. That made me sad, I guess. Sorry, Ren. This must be pretty boring since you don't know Joshua at all. No way, it's neat. Joshua was the weird, wonderful person, huh? Wonderful. Actually, right now I think he's a bit of a jerk. I mean, talk about selfish ways of saying goodbye. Take my first... First what? Well, nothing at all. Okay, yep, I'm all tired. Time to go to sleep. Hey, no fair. I'm not going to sleep until I hear the whole thing. Boy, I messed that one up. After that, Estelle and Renne went to bed, but remained awake for a little while, talking about various things. Eventually, once she could hear nothing but Renne's slow, peaceful breathing. Estelle gave in to the exhaustion which had been piling up on her eyelids and fell into sleep herself.